Hi, I'm Adam Steele for the Hot Pole Studios, and this is our Patreon video. If you're watching this on the Patreon page, then you know exactly what Patreon is. If you're not, long story short, it's a crowdfunding campaign, basically to help us out to keep the studio going to make more of these kind of videos. So over the years, we've run the studio with quite a lot of professional clients, and we've learned quite a lot, and we get, I'd like to say, really good sounds for people, and we're quite proud of what we do. But we really appreciate that there are a lot of kind of the new generation of producers that work from home, that don't necessarily have all this gear. I mean, we've spent a long time building this up, and it's only through having the full-time job that I've even been able to get to this point. But the reason that we make a lot of the YouTube videos that we make is we want to give back to the community, and a lot of what we do is to try and help out the next generation of guys who might not have the budget to go, oh, I'll just buy all of these preamps or all of these guitar amps. If we can show you the differences between gear or how to use gear properly, hopefully that'll help you to make the right decisions, make the right choices as to what to go for with not just like sound clips of something, but a good educated kind of reasoning as to why you should do things. So if the industry's so difficult and so kind of rubbish, especially over the last decade or so, why do we still do it? I mean, why do any of us do it? Me, you, whether you're in a big studio or whether you are just learning in the bedroom. The reason for me is that I love doing this. I don't just love it, I am driven by it. I wake up every morning usually with kind of mixed notes in my head for a track I've been working on that sometimes it'll wake me up in the middle of the night. And I have that level of obsession where learning how to do new things and learning new techniques has always driven me and still does. And I'm one of those kind of people, especially with music and music production, where if you think you know everything, you probably don't. So there's something new, something that's either not come out yet or something that you can go back and revisit. So what I want to do is I want to share that and share what I'm learning, and because of the obsession that I have, I make some of these YouTube videos anyway because I try and find the time to almost explain things to an imaginary student. It helps me to learn and be a better mix engineer, so you guys may as well come along for the ride. But the reason we're asking for help on Patreon really is that even though we were going to do some of these videos anyway, having some guaranteed kind of income from you guys means that we could dedicate some time to you and really make sure that we make these videos the best that they can be, because then it becomes less about me and what I want to do and more about us and what we all want to do together.
Side. Yeah, there. Sign up to Patreon, buy me new glasses.
So we're not just asking for charity, we're not like, please give £2 a month. This is a two-way thing, and we want to give you something in return. So if you give us some money, we'll give you some stuff. Let's break it down. So if you become a patron at any level at all, so that's $1 a month or more, any amount, then the first thing you get is you get week early access to all of the videos. So if we've got, say, a two-parter and the results are released a week later, you'll get to see them straight away. If there's a video that we've made that's ready and it's not going to go out because of YouTube's release schedule, you'll get to see it. We want you guys to be part of a community. So we're going to, as well as giving you early access to the videos, we're going to give you access to a special Discord server. If you've not used Discord, it's kind of the future of chat. It's got text chat, it's got voice chat. So in general, if you're a subscriber at any level, a patron at any level, you'll get access to the Hot Pole Studios Discord server so that we can have our own private discussions. We're also going to set up a private Facebook group so that our kind of team can talk amongst ourselves. And as the family grows, we'll be able to communicate in a semi-private kind of setting. So if you've got any questions to ask, hopefully members of the community will be able to pitch in and we'll all be able to help each other. As part of the Discord server and the Facebook group, we're going to have sections where you can suggest the kind of content that we should film next, because It's you guys that we're making the videos for, really. So if you have something specific that you would like to see, let us know, because that area for our community will hold a lot of weight and will direct where we go. Because at the moment we write all our own scripts, we sit and brainstorm and come up with all the ideas, but if there's something you want to see and you can tell us, then it will not go unnoticed. At the next level, if you decide to give us $5 a month or more, then we're going to make a Q&A session video every month, and you guys at that level are going to be able to ask the questions. So if there's anything that you've got on your mind, you will go straight to the top of that list and we will answer your questions in a video every month. Not to mention that you get all the benefits of the previous level as well, so this is kind of an add-on, this is extra. You may have seen in some of our recent videos that at the end we say a thank you to our patrons, and wherever possible we put a list of their names up. If you donate $5 or more, your name will go in that list so all the world can see how you're helping us out. Unless you specifically ask us not to, if you want to be anonymous. But hey, if we get help from you, we want to shout about it, so we will. And on Wednesday nights we're going to be on the Discord server with the chat enabled, so you'll be able to talk to us directly, me and Chris, in the group, so that we can have a conversation, but everybody's going to be in there who's at this level, so we can have a group discussion and we'll see what comes of it. At the $10 level, you get one-to-one guidance with me. You'll be able to send me your mixes via email, and I'll have a listen and I'll be able to tell you exactly what I think's missing or what you could change, and have a look at how you can improve your mix specifically. As an added bonus at that level, if we have any videos that we upload more than a week early for whatever reason, if we've got them kind of stored up, you will get instant access to all of those. So if we've got anything, even if we've not done the title, we've not done the thumbnails, we've not done any of the background text or anything, if it's just rough and raw, if you're donating at that kind of level, you really probably just want to see stuff. So we'll give you the links to the essentially unfinished videos. I mean, they'll be finished in terms of video content, but everything else we'll just give it to you. Also at that level, you will instantly become a moderator on Discord, the YouTube Live and Twitch channels. So if you want to watch any of our live streams and anyone's misbehaving themselves, you will have the power to sort them out and make our community a good, happy, positive, vibrant community, because that's what we want. And it's not as if I'm going to have time on camera to moderate all the chat if I'm busy talking and giving tutorials, so you will have that power. If you were mad enough to give us $25 or more, then that would be amazing. And for that, I would arrange personal Skype sessions with you to talk about your mix questions, to not just look at your mixes, but talk in real time with you about how you came to that and your approach to mixing. And as well, if you agree to it, then we'll also put these Skype sessions out on the channel as part of a kind of public discussion forum for people to learn from our conversations. Because at that point, you're not just part of the community, you really want to be involved in this. So at that level, we will give you the royal treatment, as it were. So if we get more money from you guys to help us out, not only is that really appreciated, but that's not just going to go into our pockets. We're not just going to be on like lobsters and champagne. We will use that to make more content for you. So, I mean, that's what we want to do. So we'll be making more videos. I mean, if we get enough money, a lot of it is going to be essentially petrol money. Like, I've got plans to go and do factory interviews with people, but England is actually quite a big place in terms of getting a car around. So I'm looking at effects companies, speaker companies, cabinet maker companies. I'm not going to reveal any names yet, just in case they say no. But there's a lot of that kind of thing in the works. We'd love to go to Music Messe, which is kind of like the European equivalent of NAMM, and give you all the news as it comes out. We'd actually like to go to NAMM in California and be able to do that whole like Linus Tech Tips style live reporting almost as it comes out. So we want to be able to interview the kind of people that you would like to hear from, and it just takes quite a bit of time and quite often money to get to the places to interview these kind of people. Like, wouldn't it be cool if we could do an interview with someone like Paul Reed-Smith, for example? I know he comes over to the UK quite regularly, but trying to kind of fit into his schedule would mean not only would we need some sort of clout in the YouTube community, which we're trying to build, but also we'd have to get to wherever that may be. I mean, he's just an example name. What about if we interviewed someone like, I don't know, Ola Strandberg? Or what if you guys could help us to go and fly to the Strandberg factory to actually make a documentary about them being made? I mean, that's again just another name out of the hat. What about if we could go to all these kinds of factories or talk to the designers? You know what I'm trying to say. If we can get the support from you guys to help us go and talk to the people you will be interested in, will that help you? Because I think it will, and that would really be a two-way way of saying thank you, that we could make better content than we make now. I mean, we've got over a year's worth of a back catalogue that we're quite proud of, and it's getting better every day. But what if your support could make us get not just that bit better, but really stratospherically better? And that is, we know, only possible through you guys helping, because we have to keep the lights on in here, so we have to keep doing studio sessions, which we love doing, but at the same time, if you guys want that real deep dive on the technology and the guitars and everything that connects music with technology, we want to see that on our YouTube channel, and we want you guys to help. So that's our Patreon campaign. I hope you've been enthused about what we're going to be doing, and if you can help us out in any way, we'd really appreciate that, and we can't wait for you to be part of the team. If you can't afford to help us, we understand. Not everybody's got spare money. I mean, we don't, that's why we're asking, right? But if you can't donate anything, we'd really appreciate it if you'd share this with people that you know, because there's every chance that one of those guys could help us, and that could be a good way to help us on our way to making the kind of content that you want to see. And maybe down the line, if you do find yourself with a bit of something spare, that could really help us. I know it sounds like begging, but we really, really appreciate that kind of stuff, because it's all going straight back to you. So I'm Adam Steele for the Hot Pulse Studios. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the channel very soon.